there, I'm Cindy. I'm a DOT qualified SAP in the states of Florida and South Carolina, and I wanted to talk to you about something real today, the cost of the SAP process. I got a comment from a driver who was feeling frustrated because it seems and it feels very expensive, but the system isn't very clear. So I wanted to break it down for you so you know what to expect and how to move forward without those feelings of frustration and overwhelm. So when you first contact the SAP, they'll be able to tell you what the SAP fee is, right? So it's typically about $500 or $600, and let me tell you what that includes. That includes the assessment and follow-up meetings, as well as the paperwork, clearinghouse updates, and then case management along the way as you start to apply for jobs, and the SAP's sending the follow-up paperwork to that employer and kind of troubleshooting with the employer if they have any questions about the clearinghouse updates and things like that. Now, this fee may be more expensive in states that are higher priced, like California. So expect that you will pay more than the $500 or $600. And that SAP fee doesn't cover recommendations. So if the SAP has to recommend a minimum of substance abuse education up through treatment if you need that, and you would pay those providers separately, like, a therapist or a rehab or a substance abuse education course. Once you're done the follow-up meeting with the SAP, that's when the return to duty testing comes into play. So that typically is completed by an employer or a third-party administrator called a consortium. The consortium it's typically for the return to duty test that they can send you for if you don't have an employer. It's a couple $100. And they'll send you for the test. When the negative comes back, they'll update the clearinghouse and that'll check off step 5. And then you will go down to your local motor vehicle and pay a reinstatement fee. The reinstatement fee does vary. I can tell you for Florida, it's $75 and South Carolina, it's $50. So check with your state to see what it is. So it does vary. So in total, like what you would pay out of pocket would pretty much be the SAP fee, any drug testing fees. Sometimes employers won't pay for that. It makes the driver pay for the follow-up testing or the drug testing consortium, as well as the treatment recommendations. You can also ask your SAP. Some SAPs do like a payment arrangement, like a split payment, where you'd pay half at the assessment and half at the follow-up meeting. So if you're feeling discouraged, please know you're not alone. I've talked to many drivers who've been exactly where you are and they made it through. I've got some free resources over on my link tree, which is down in the description box. There's a SAP-friendly trucking company list, job hunting tools, and even a CDL comeback kit if you need help understanding the process. So if you're serious about getting back to work, use what's there. That's why I made it for you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll be making videos like once a week, to answer questions about the SAP process and explain it better so you kind of know what to go, how it goes. And if you do have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment or send me a message and I'll get back to you.